Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. We're here and we're live, believe it or not, for international football. We've got the international special. It's all guns blazing this weekend as we get set for another Sorare Deadline stream show. I am Quinny, of course, and I'm joined as ever by my co-pilot, Harry Trades. Harry, my man, good to see you.
Good to see you, mate. Yeah, international break, different settings, but I mean, we still have a few sneaky leagues going on. So, it does still feel like a proper Sorare weekend in some ways. But yeah, no, I'm excited.
There is some remnants, isn't there? I think these international breaks, it's always when the madness comes out in the community. I think we've been feeling that in full effect for the last week or so. Maybe we'll get into some of that chat, depending on what the live stream, the live chat are giving us today. But yeah, it definitely doesn't quite feel the same utility-wise as a normal SO5 break with a special thing on the go. Gives you an extra reason to maybe think about who is going to play and who is going to do well. And like you mentioned, we do have the remnants of some MLS and some other bits and pieces lying around besides. But we are coming out of a midweek game week that was our first kind of little taster, our first little appetizer into the international break that we've got here. Harry boy, how did you do yourself, any Mr. Midweek?
A little bit, yeah. I managed to get a box. I put out two specialist lineups, and the one that I didn't expect to actually do anything because it was what I thought was a goalkeeper that wouldn't play. Played and against your lads, so yeah, that ended up getting a box, and then my main lineup had a DMP in it, with Lewis Miller. His knee ballooned up on the plane to Oz, so yeah, a little bit frustrating because Enzo scored nearly a 60 AA, 56.4 AA in that lineup, but yeah, this is the one that ended up sneaking a box, 169th. But yeah, we'll take it. I mean, what were we? 11 points off cards. So yeah, 323-ish was, the lowest for a tier 5, which, I mean, I know it's specialist, so there's no captaincy and stuff, so scores are going to look a little bit deflated or whatever. But yeah, no, I'm happy with it. The boxes are similar to the ones on the weekend, the tackler ones where you can win like 60 essence or whatever. So yeah, we'll take it for a little midweek. Well, better than a kick in the teeth,
It certainly is. And just looking at your points there, 311. I thought I got away with one this midweek because I'm getting promoted, Harry, into under 23 Division 1.
Okay, yeah. I didn't enter any under 23s this midweek, so I'm intrigued to see what the scores, because I did see you had like Kubo and stuff. So okay, so 312 is, that's a good score, mind. It's considering 4 players.
Not too bad.
2 100s basically.
Not quite the wrong captain, but he didn't do too bad.
Didn't do too bad, did he?
369. Doke off the bench as well for a wee cheeky 35.
Nice.
But yeah,
nice.
Only a tier 5 for finishing in 12th, obviously, with this slim numbers. But the wee box is what I'm kind of looking forward to more.
Yeah.
So, wee bit of me, wee bit of you. That's good, isn't it?
Is that your... I thought you were in D1 somewhere. Is that not a thing?
I think that was maybe like another lineup that I put into D2 just as a punt. And I thought I'll keep the D1 on ice in case it got relegated.
Mm-hmm.
And then otherwise, it was just a kind of car crash of random scores and whatever. So nothing too amazing, but a wee T5 and a wee box, cannot complain, especially out of a 4-man effort.
Especially, and a little promotion into D1 as well. Does it come at a good time? Like, can you put a 5-man out this weekend in under 23 or no?
Nah, I won't be playing under 23 until either get some more contender goalkeepers to relieve the Tanny or Van de Beek gets some minutes. So that's kind of what I'm waiting on. So yeah, I think that might be me with, I can't remember if I'll have 2 D1 under 23 entries, but I've definitely had some luck with getting promoted in under 23 in the midweek with a 4-man effort. I've done that twice now this year. I'm just waiting to check where my standings actually are for rare. Yeah, I'll have 2 teams in D1 and a team in D3.
I was going to say, I thought you did have one in D1 already, to be fair. Okay, that's fucking better than me. I've got only one in D1. I got 1 in D1, 2 in D2. So I'm doing what you done just then, hopefully this weekend.
It feels like maybe, is that the trick to Sorare now, is not to try? Is that the trick? Stop trying, you'll do better.
especially in these little sneaky midweeks, mate. Yeah, 100%.
And guys, we're live and loud. There's a bunch who's joining us as ever for the international deadline show this time, which is lovely. But guys, I'm a wee bit behind myself in terms of schedule and whatever. The wee man had some dental surgery yesterday, and there's some other bits and pieces I'm having to firefight here at the castle, as it were. And I've not managed to put the poll in the live chat that we normally do. So please, if you haven't already, get that like done on arrival, or drop your fist bump when you do it, when you show up and you get comfy for the deadline show, because we do have a lot to get through. And normally, like we'll do just now, we'll start with the matchups tab to see who the movers and shakers are. And when it comes to the international game week, this tab it's got some intel in it, but it's never a completely accurate state of affairs, because we don't really know the strength of some of the oppositions. It is Nations League, so some of these teams care, some of them don't. Some of the guys that played in the last fixture maybe don't play this fixture. It's a bit of a pick and mix, isn't it? But we see Sweden at the top there, and then some of the more recognisable names like Holland and Portugal and Belgium and whatever. So it definitely makes for some reading.
Yeah, there's definitely a few bits to kind of read into. There's obviously a few of those teams there that have double game weeks, so take that into consideration as well. I'm sure people have done that already. But yeah, like Belgium played twice in this game week, Romania the same. Pretty sure Norway do as well on that list. The rest don't. Sweden played yesterday. Netherlands playing the next game week, which is next midweek again. So there's a couple of funky ones where some played 2, some played 1. Portugal played yesterday, of course, as did Scotland. But yeah, I mean, there's only 2 above 81%. I know the rest are quite firmly into 70s in a lot of those nations. But I mean, like, I think Estonia yesterday, they ended up losing, I believe. But like, they held whoever they held to a draw. Yeah, it was only 1-0 in the end against Slovakia. So like, not to say Sweden aren't going to, pummel them, because they probably could at home with the firepower they have. But, sometimes these smaller nations do end up hanging on to things, a bit longer. And I don't know, like, they're not as terrible sometimes as maybe the odds sort of allude to. But yeah, again, it's international football. It is really tough to guess how these things go. Like Brazil at home to Ecuador, like, it just wouldn't surprise me if Ecuador just score. Like, things like that just happen in games like that. So it's like, yeah, there's little ones where you've definitely got to be cautious. But of course, we have bits of MLS and Spanish second division as well. Plus, yeah, we've got bits of what's that, Peru, Colombia, I believe. So, but they can only, I guess, be played in All-Star and Fighters, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so a few wee bits and pieces. France and Italy also got the double game week in here as well. And Hussein Dasti here has got his first podium, first in All-Star Limited. Hyped for you, mate. That'll be some fun to open up tonight. Well done, mate. Just by you.
Amazing.
And get the San Marino out and Estonia getting demolished. Love to see it. Well, we do have we have a lot of predicted lineups set for the internationals. I think we can run through it in terms of the order that we've got here, just to keep it kind of succinct. So if we're looking at Sweden, first of all, at home to Estonia, Alexander Isak, Victor Gyökeres in attack. That's just as good as vintage Sweden when it used to be Ibra and Larsson. That's not too bad. Alanga and Kulusevski out wide. The defence is kind of okay, but yeah, that's a decent team, eh? They should be scoring goals against Estonia.
Yeah, they definitely should be. They played Azerbaijan yesterday away, and it was like, I think it was 0-0 at half time. So it was a little bit shaky for a bit, and then second half, Isak and Gyökeres woke up and both scored 100 basically. So, at home, you'd have to fancy them to really take Estonia to the cleaners, but you just don't know. It is. This one does feel like the craziest as far as scoring potential, I think, and that's no disrespect to Estonia, but I just don't see any of the other fixtures like really producing that. Even like Portugal, Scotland, I think that'll be closer than maybe what the odds really show. And Israel and no mugs, Netherlands, Bosnia potentially, but I'm not convinced. I think with the firepower Sweden have, I think it's going to be tough to outscore Gyökeres and Isak. I really do.
I'm just putting the poll together in the chat because the likes aren't coming. I'm sorry, but we need to do the poll. Have you liked the stream yet? But yeah, I think Estonia generally, like, especially when you look at the domestic football, it is like semi-pro. It's very low level. So they've got a few guys in here that have cards, but I'm going to assume the rest of them are native Estonian players and are going to be way below the level of Kulu, Isak, Gyökeres, and yeah, it's maybe one of the few ones that really should reigning. But yeah, I'm glad you think Scotland and Portugal probably won't go that way. The next one we've got there is the Netherlands. They're at home to Bosnia. And yeah, Bosnia are normally a team that have a weapon or two. And Holland, generally one of the more powerful nations that we see. This is the team that's expected to line up for the Dutch. Again, there's a star in every position, I think, here, isn't there?
Yeah, not too dissimilar to what they were running in the Euros. Obviously, there's no Depay. I can't remember if Berghuis or Bergwijn, sorry, was in the Euro squad. I'm pretty sure he was. So it's a similar setup, isn't it? De Ligt's fit now, so I guess he comes in potentially. And Xerxes, I guess, are the only two massive changes there, right?
Yeah. It's definitely unusual seeing Xerxes in there from the start. But should be a good one. Xavi Simons is still out there to impress, of course, getting ready for some Champions League football. And the Dutch, if they turn up, like, could be AA machines in this. It's maybe the decisives aren't aplenty, but like Ake is going to get 40 AA, Van Dijk's going to get 32, De Ligt's going to get 29. It's going to be like that sort of shift, isn't it?
100%. Yeah, they'll probably dominate possession, like especially with international football. If one team is just a lot better on the ball, like that just comes through so much, on AA, because Bosnia are probably just going to sit back and I don't know. I don't know their sort of style, but I can't imagine they're just going to go all out and press with Edin Dzeko up front, So, they'll probably just go in a low block or mid block or whatever, and just hope they can kind of just nick a little throw in or whatever to sort of regain possession. But yeah, that Dutch team feels very AA capable, doesn't it?
Yeah. Dzeko might get a goal. Maybe somebody else gets something as well. Maybe Holland don't quite get the clean sheet here, but yeah, like Bosnia are going to be behind the ball. They're going to look to counter attack, look for set pieces with big Kolasinac and one or two others. Interesting to hear, but St. Pauli goalkeeper Vasilj is not on to start this one, which is a bit of a kick in the teeth for me. Don't know who this Piric is, but hopefully for any Dutch card holders out there, he's mince.
And then what we got there? Peru, but I don't know if we have Peruvian lineup predictions.
Nah, we'll just go to Portugal, Scotland, I think.
Yeah.
Leave that Melgar. And there's a comment here from Jack. Norway's team will be out before the deadline. So if you have any Norwegians, you can kind of keep your powder dry for now. And yeah, so we've got a bit of a scout report here from Northern Sports Cards on it.
I can't imagine they're great, yeah. Can't imagine they're great.
And Andy, when it's a double game week, you just get the best score. So you want them to play both times, and then you just get the best score. If they only play once, you're fine. If they play twice, you just get the best one out of the two. But this is the Portugal squad expecting to take the field against Scotland. And again, very similar to the Dutch team. It's a star in every position. Pedro Neto now starting to start since making his transfer. Rafael Leao on the left. CR7 through the middle. He probably fancies himself to get a few goals towards his 1,000 against Scotland. Bruno and Bernardo. Really nice foil there for João Neves. This is a proper Portugal team again, isn't it?
I think just going off that midfield, I think Vitinha got injured yesterday, which is a little. Yeah, I don't know who's. I'm guessing he started, and I don't think João Neves did, so I guess he comes in for him. But yeah, it's a wicked little team. Just loads of firepower just to kind of service Kron and his 1,000 goals. Sorry, that he's trying to get. And I think the defense is exactly the same as yesterday, I believe. I think did you see Dalot? He had like 10 decisives and they were all different. He had like an own goal, a goal, or an assist, and then like a clearance or whatever. I think he had 3 decisives.
I'll go check that out, but no, I didn't see it. I said international football, I'm normally keeping myself at arm's length. But if I can get the score up, I'll go and have a peek. But the magnification is all over the shop. But after our performance last night, I didn't see it. Oh yeah, so he did. Finished on a 61 as well. Only 1 AA. It's not good at Scotland at the moment, losing at home to Poland 3-2 last night. Bit of a fight back. So it was like 2-0 at some point, so it seemed to go quite well. Billy Gilmore, seen his clearance off the line. That was a nice highlight that did the rounds on the timeline this morning. But the Scotland team, like with no McGregor in midfield, McLean is a huge downgrade. Christie started the last game. He's still on to start this one. I'd love to see Gold get a start, especially against Portugal, because he played in Portugal for a few years. So I know he's in MLS. It's not as if he's ripping up the Champions League or anything like that. But if you're going to try and get him into the team, away at Portugal, it's a good level of opponent, and it's maybe a decent environment to see him. But I doubt it. It's unlikely he gets the start. But this team just looks pretty naff, especially in defence. Suter, McKenna, Ralston. Like, it's just B team, you know?
Yeah, it's just set up to defend, isn't it? And kind of just hold out as long as possible. And if Bigland and Dykes can, ruffle a few feathers up front, then, work off scraps. I don't know. There's legs in that team, like McTominay, McGinn, Christie. Like, there's lads who can run, and that's you're going to need that away to Portugal. Whereas Gold's obviously a bit more helpful on the ball. Maybe in the last 30 or something, he could maybe halftime, whatever the score is, like he could come on and sort of create something. But that team doesn't look like set up to create. It's set up to just sort of absorb pressure and kind of just hope for the best, basically.
Yeah, so that's probably a good one for the fighter. Scotland players, I'd get them in. There's going to be bookings.
Yeah.
And then we've got Belgium, Israel, which is dead easy to find. So it's right at the top of the list here. I'm talking about proper teams. Belgium. By the way, Casteels keeping his place. Where the hell's Courtois?
He had a Barney, didn't he, with a coat? Like him and De Bruyne had a little... Do you not hear about that years ago?
No, I missed it.
It was cheating and misses and all that.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
I missed that.
So yeah, he's completely fallen out with the coach and whatever. I think De Bruyne had to say, basically. I think he basically said, like, well, the coach said to De Bruyne, do you want him in the squad? And I think he said no. So
fair enough. De Bruyne lays down the law. Openda in attack, Bakayoko and Doku on the wings, Onana and Tielemans straight from Aston Villa into the Belgium squad, the pair of them. And De Kuiper, Castagna. Like, this is a fun team.
It's a pretty solid team. And this is the first team of the double game weeks we've seen yet. So they'll play, I think they play France in the second game, which is pretty tough. Game. It is down there somewhere, I believe. There he is.
Check that in a second. We'll have a look at the Israel team as well here, but
it's going to be tough. Obviously, injuries dependent and whatever. There was a bit of noise if the Bass might have started one, but it looks like he might not the first one anyway. It's a solid enough team. Like, I think Openda will score a couple of goals in this one. And yeah, Doku could be on for a decent score as well, couldn't he?
It's just a centre defence. After Tiate and Wout Faes, like, they're both SO5 heroes to all of us, I think, but it's not Vertonghen, Alderweireld and company level, is it?
No, definitely not.
So there's definitely
downgrade, really.
There's definitely a soft kind of backbone there, isn't there?
Yeah.
And then for Israel, Abada and Barabo won't be starting behind whoever this guy is, but Solomon's in, Gluck is in, Gandelman's in.
A few decent players. They might ruffle a few feathers, but yeah.
Belgium are good for not being Belgium, aren't they? Sometimes as well.
100%. This will be a tough one. Like, he's just put basically the same team with a couple of different percentages on that one. Yeah,
like Munair, De Bast, Lukabakio perhaps, but yeah, should be quite consistent. And this is the France team that looks to be lined up. This is in the absence of Tchouameni and Camavinga. Like, does it get any stronger than this at the moment for France? Elise for Barcola, perhaps, if you're going to be nitpicky on like individuals.
I think Elise's set to start the first game for France.
Oh, this is their second. Oh, of course, they're playing Italy.
And I don't think he's going to start, but Zaya Emery's like in and around it, obviously. So it's basically him or Fofana, it seems like, even though Kone's behind him. I mean, you're right. It is probably as strong as it gets, realistically, isn't it?
Yeah, Kante, Griezmann. And it's funny seeing Kone in there just after making a transfer. He's back in the picture all of a sudden. So, yeah. But the defence is probably the strongest I think we've looked at so far. Tio, Saliba, Upamecano, Koundé, Magic Mike. Like, that's powerful.
And I think Klaus is actually going to start the first game over Koundé. So I think they're going to have one game each.
Just look at France Italy since it's here. But there's the France Italy. So, yeah, Klaus over Koundé.
And then Elise.
In for Griezmann. That's what they reckon.
Yeah.
And Muani for Dembele.
Front three is just deadly, isn't it, on this day? Like, the pace, directness of that sort of front three. Dembele is obviously an upgrade over Muani, but yeah, Jesus. And then Elise just in behind that, sort of creating and that's a frightening sort of front four, isn't it?
Yeah, big time, especially over both their games. Good rotation options as well. And the France team, the first match is against Italy. Sandro Tonali's back in the building. Your boy Richie's made the squad as well. You still got him?
No, I don't have him.
Was it not Richie you had? Oh, no, you got Linetti. That's what you got.
Linetti, yeah.
I knew you had a wee Torino tackler. Di Lorenzo's in to start. Calafiore and Bastoni. That's fun. Bellanova on the right wing. DeMarco on the left. Retigui, Raspadori. That's a bit weak, isn't it, in attack? Yeah, I'm not holding my breath on the tallies.
No, they won't be scoring in this one, surely to God.
Yeah, Fratesi and this is very negative.
That could be the worst Italy team I've seen in a little while. The defense is fine, like Angoli, obviously, but like that 7 there is not great. Let's be honest.
It's very 7th in Serie A, isn't it?
Yeah, if that. Honestly, like I honestly, I know. So there's no what's his name? The Inter kid.
Barella.
Yeah, Barella, obviously. Yeah, no Barella. Interesting.
So yeah,
that's shocking.
That'll be a boring game, won't it? Italy France, it'll be 0-0 or something.
Yeah, it'll either be like 7-0 France or 0.
The next one we've got there is Romania playing Lithuania or Liechtenstein or something like that. So let's go see if they can find Romania.
They played 2 games as well.
Yeah, I know some of you guys would have fallen in love with Romania and the Euros, maybe picked up some cards. This is the team here. There's not many cards. A few Marins, a Dragusin.
A few Andres.
Yeah.
I ended up picking up that right back there. He plays for Vallecano for the international special because they have a double game week as well. So
nice.
Yeah, high on them.
They're playing Lithuania, who are going to play Modestas Vorojabojevs in 2 positions.
Wow, they've duplicated him. They've figured out duplication in Lithuania. Okay, world leaders.
That's it. So if you've got any Romanian cards, could be good. Lithuania are quite rubbish. And then we've got Germany, Hungary. This is a repeat of what we've seen in the Euros. Minor kind of derby situation here as well. What was the Germany-Hungary score last time? It wasn't that open, was it?
I think it was close,
Germany spanked. Was it close?
In the end, like I know 3-0 isn't close, but I'm sure it was quite tight for a while. No, I may be thinking of a different game, but yeah, I mean,
Switzerland took points off Germany. Germany spanked Scotland, and then I can't remember how the Hungary game went. But anyway, this is a team that looks to line up. We've got Wirtz and Musiala in, Andrik and Gross in as well. I was actually hearing things saying that Andrik and Gross are competing for the one job. So to see them both playing is interesting. Yeah, Kai Havertz is in. Back 4 is pretty good as well. Not a big Jonathan Tah guy. I know he's in a bit of a golden spell now in his career. But Schlotto, Kimmich, Rom, Ter Stegen, finally in for Neuer. Yeah. Really good Germany team.
Yeah, it's as good as it probably gets. I don't think, maybe Mittelstadt over Raum on a better day, potentially. And then Pavlovic maybe over Andrich. I can kind of see that happening as well. Younger, obviously fresher and stuff. But yeah, Gross he's got to take on that Cruz role now, hasn't he? Really, he's the one that's going to operate from a bit deeper, and I'm going to try and progress that way because he has the passing capabilities. Like he's not Cruz, obviously, but he's probably the next best thing realistically for this side. So yeah, you could argue Kimmich could potentially do that job, but I think Gross is a little bit better. I think for that role if you're going to keep Kimmich in the team at right back. So. Yeah, no, I think it's a good team. It'll be tough though because Hungary, they're not a terrible side. Like they do have a bit of quality. We saw in the Euros, but maybe not enough of it. They do have like a fire in Szoboszlai right now. Like part of probably the best midfield 3 in the Premier League with Liverpool, and I mean they've got good players, man. Like it's not that many terrible lads in there, really, is there?
Nah, decent sides for sure. It will just be a bit of a damage limitation, take your chances, try and get lucky kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a funny one. I don't know if Germany get the clean sheet, but I think Germany win that. Guys like Musiala and Wirtz should be creaming it.
I'd have to think so, wouldn't you?
And then we've got Norway playing Kazakhstan, and then this lineup should be out before the deadline, people were telling us. But Norway, wow, how they didn't qualify for the Euros is still a bit of a mystery. Obviously, they couldn't beat Scotland. That's the mystery solved. But looking at the team here, by the way, they're going again, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to know this lineup as well before deadline, so don't need to take any risks here. If you're around in the next probably hour or so, you're going to probably know it. But, I mean, yeah, it's just the Haaland show. I think, excuse me, I saw yesterday Odegaard might have got injured in training or something. But, yeah, seems as though Niemi doesn't, yeah, maybe he's just fine. But I definitely saw the coach come out and say that there was a little niggle or something. So, yeah, let's hope he's fine. Front three, deadly, by the way. Nusa, Haaland, and Soroth.
It's very good. I'm just waiting to see if the double game week is here for them.
No, it's there, but they haven't actually put the
fair.
The thing in yet.
They're playing Borat, Kazakhstan. They've got one card in at left back. Oh no, they've got two cards, one at centre back as well. So if you have any of them.
Yeah, fun enough. And then
Norwegian media pretty much confirmed the team yesterday. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And then we'll come to the South Americans in a wee minute, but we'll keep in with Europe at the moment. So we've got Italy playing Israel. And Israel are where? There they go there. They're playing Italy. This is the Israel team. Looks kind of different to the last team we've seen. No Gluck. No Solomon.
If you go in the notes, he is in there. I spoke to Jonathan about it. See, it says Solomon and Gluck 90%. For some reason, they just don't show up. It's a glitch or whatever.
Weird. Okay. Yeah. And then the same kind of Italy team that we just seen a moment ago. Maybe Israel could get a shock out of everything we've seen.
In this game, yeah, 100%. I think there's definitely something in it for them. Belgium might be tough away, but Israel at home to Italy, I can see that working.
Yeah, I would think so too. It's not out of the question.
No, definitely.
Sticking with Europe, we've also got Slovenia playing Kazakhstan. So Kazakhstan have not got a good game week. They're playing two teams that will probably beat them. Do we have a Slovenia Kazakhstan? We do. The Slovenia team is here for us. We've got Sesko and Sporar in attack. Bijol, the centre back, got some interest this summer, but didn't make the transfer in the end. And Big All Black in goals.
I mean, yeah, have they got a doubler? I can't remember if they have the doubler or not. They might do.
Benny's getting comfy.
I think they might have a doubler, but yeah. And then Slovakia after that. I think they played yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
Against Azerbaijan.
Pretty sure Suslov scored yesterday.
Yeah, Lobotka in the engine room. Vavro, who's now moved back to Champion Europe. Skriniar and Hanko, Dubravka. Okay, defence, isn't it?
Vavro didn't start yesterday. I've seen a few people fuming about that.
Ooh.
Big Vavro. So I know Dubravka scored pretty well. I do recall seeing him put up a big score. Yeah, but they were fun in the Euros.
Azerbaijan, no cards.
No.
And then England, Ireland.
Ireland with all the dropouts. Everyone's just dropping out of the England squad.
Ireland are going to win this.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Can you believe they're not going to start Liam Scales, but crime.
Dara O'Shea. Nathan Collins. Coleman's going to play. Yeah, I guess it's just it's him or O'Shea then, isn't it? Robbie Brady. Do you really start Robbie Brady in a game like this? Who is he even playing for these days? Robbie Brady. He's got to be in like League One, hasn't he?
Probably. Smodics, Ogbeni, and Ida. It's a decent attack.
It's decent enough, yeah. Smallbone, Malumbi. Was it Jason Malumbi, is it?
Yeah.
And then Matt Doherty. I mean, it's fine, isn't it? I don't know. Are they going to beat England? Who's the predicted England side?
Just reading the notes there in case there's any Scales chat. Oh, so Gordon might actually get a cap.
Yeah, Mike is. Would this be his first start, or would it be? I don't know. Someone in the chat will definitely know. But yeah, Carsley has really sort of called up a lot of his under-21 boys, like Madueke's been called up, Morgan Gibbs-White, Angel Gomez. There's been a couple of sort of youth call-ups there.
Nice.
He started before, fair enough. I mean, it's a good team. It's not their strongest team, but it's not far off it, really, is it?
it's pretty good. Oh, you say that, but there's no Palmer, there's no Foden, there's no
there's
left back if they have one.
they've
No
never
Walker.
there's definitely a few missing, but like midfield two's the same. It's just obviously Eze's the difference, but he obviously was coming on and whatever. I don't think it's that. Yeah, it's basically Foden and Palmer, but Palmer weren't even starting. So who else was starting? Oh, of course, Jude. Jude's the big one, isn't he?
Of course, how could we forget?
Yeah, that's obviously a big miss, but I still think it's good enough.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree, Para. I would prefer Gordon over Foden on the left any day of the week.
It's a good England team. But yeah, I was just reading those notes on Palmer, Foden, Watkins have withdrawn, no further call-ups. And a lot of these guys, like you mentioned, are the call-ups. Angel Gomez, that could be fun for England if they can get a tune out of him at this level.
Yeah, that would be.
But Ferguson trained, but unlikely. Ogbene's a favourite. Could just be one of Doherty, Coleman, or both. With blah, blah, blah. Scales would be the left centre-back if he starts. O'Brien would be centre-back if he starts. Yeah, there is a bit of... yeah. Let's hope Scales gets the minutes. Don't need him for a team or anything, but I'd just like to see him play.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. And after that, we've got Turkey playing Iceland. Now, this feels like a game that we've seen before and was a... But Turkey have got two games. I've got Turkey Wales in front of me, but let's come back to that later. But
they play tonight, Turkey Wales.
Excellent. I'll grab... Oh, there's Turkey Iceland at the bottom, so I'll put that on first, and we'll do Turkey Wales after that. But here's a team that are expecting to play second against Iceland, as it turns out. Again, by the way, this is a generation kind of coming up here. Guler, Yildiz, Kalinoglu, obviously is the main man, Kokchu. Like, this is why I think some of us had some hope about Turkey in the summer.
Yeah, it didn't fully click, did it? But it worked enough, I think, to where they've got so much to build on, haven't they, with some of the talents they've got in and around that sort of top four there. Yildiz and Gula, very, very fun. And Hakan, so much experience, and Yilmaz will run all day for you. So Iceland will win next 2 games. Yeah, that's definitely wrong. That Haraldsson's out for 3 months, so don't take notice of that. He got injured in training a few days ago. That's a massive blow for them.
Let's see the Wales Turkey then. So Wales, if you get 2 games, yeah.
Yeah. We played Turkey and Montenegro away.
Nice team here.
I mean, Bellamy's first game in charge, so it's very tough to kind of predict what he's come out and said he's going to play a completely different style of football to our previous manager, which is encouraging, I guess. I don't know whether we have the players for it necessarily, but we'll see. But yeah, he has brought a new intensity, it seems like, to the squad, and yeah, I'm interested to see how it pans out. Somebody asked if Beck's going to play. I'd be shocked if he just gets thrown in to have his first cap in this game, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't see that happening unless it's an injury or something. Connor Roberts is the only player in the squad that's like played under Bellamy already, so he's probably a certainty. And Nico Williams is playing every game in the Prem, and he's probably the only player. He's the only player in our squad that's doing that, so he has to play somewhere. Mm-hmm. And I agree with Phil. Yeah, there's no. I don't know if Danny Ward is the long-term number one at Wales, unfortunately. So they have brought in Carl Darlow. Yeah, no one knows. Like, it's a tough one. I think I don't see him like completely just not using Ward at all, because I think that'd be quite harsh. I think Darlow probably plays one of them. Would it be the home fixture tonight? I don't think so. I think it's probably the away fixture in Montenegro.
No Kalinoglu expected for tonight. Kokchu to be in that attacking spot.
Well, he's 50-50, isn't he? Kalinoglu there.
Oh, yeah, to be here. Yeah, and
it's tough, isn't it, with these games? Because, like, the second predictions are a load of rubbish for me, because, like, in the nicest way possible, because, like, it all depends on what happens tonight, right? Who gets injured, who plays X amount of minutes. Like, it's all dependent on that for me in a lot of ways. The interesting thing with Wales here, Mepham, well, it's not that interesting, but Mepham's suspended for that first game, so that's why they've kind of thrown him in here. But I don't think Bellamy's going to play a back five, if I'm being honest. It's not really what's kind of been rumoured. They might, though, away to Montenegro. If this was home, then it definitely wouldn't be, but I'd just be not shocked. But yeah, we'll have to see how... Yeah, we're just going to learn so much, basically, tonight. So
Jovetic is still playing. Do you know, I used to love, he's at Olympiacos, I used to love Jovetic when he first kind of broke through at Fiorentina, then signed for City. And I made a bet with a good friend of mine when he signed for City. I was like, he's going to be Young Player of the Year in the Premier League this year. He was nowhere near it. I think he scored like 6 goals. He was always injured. But I can't believe he's still playing. Olympiacos it is. He's not that old, actually.
That's mad, isn't it?
Checked it. But yeah, you'll be up against him. Marusic will be in defence. Mugosa from the K-League will be in there as well. Bakic, whoever he is.
Yeah, it'd be tough. Away from home as well. It won't be easy.
Montenegro's hot as well. I don't know about this time of year, but I know when Scotland have played there before, like the heat has came into it as a factor.
Yeah. Humid.
We've looked at France, Italy already. We'll come back to the club stuff in a minute. We've got Spain, Switzerland there. Let's have a wee look at that. Somebody asked for Sweden earlier on. We've already done Sweden, so you might need to scroll back. We've got 136, 140 of you guys live here, guys. We're only at 41 likes. We need to get to 67 first of all. Smash that like button if you haven't already. And Spain, Switzerland. This is the Switzerland squad. Fabian Rieder in for a start. Abisher and Fruller. Woodrick, I've not really seen this guy actually get some minutes. Kobel in, no more Sommer. He's retired.
Yeah.
Have a new generation. No Shaka either. No Shaqiri.
Yeah, what's all? Yeah, no Shaka. That's a weird one, isn't it? Oh, he got red carded yesterday or yellow carded or one of the two.
Did they?
Or
I thought he was. I just assumed he retired with the other ones there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he kicked out yesterday. Yeah, I mean, there's still a few fun players in there. Frula played really well in the Euros. I've always been a fan of Widmer, not a bad player. Yeah, Shaka's suspended. Vargas and Bolo. Who was the other winger they had? Was really sharp. Josh. I can't remember. Really quick winger. Can't remember who he was. Really powerful as well. Someone will have to. Yeah. Oh, Shah retired.
Not
No, he obviously a number 9. He was a winger. Definitely a winger. He's in Serie A, isn't he? He plays for like Hellas Verona, maybe. I can't remember. And Doy, that's it. Thank you, Ruben.
Oh, and Doy, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Bologna.
Bologna.
Like I said, 3 Bologna players in this squad. In the
Is
Euros.
it really? That's funny.
Fruller, Abisher, and Ndoye.
Little switch contingency there.
They're playing Espana, who are going to start Jose Perez in this game. Pedri 50-50 with Olmo. And what else kind of springs out at us here? Laporte back in from the cold or the heat, depends on who you think of it. Strong Spain. Strong Spain.
Yeah, they played yesterday. Obviously, they drew with, I think it was, who did they play yesterday? They drew with somebody yesterday. 0-0. Can't think who it was, though. But, yeah, almost started that one. Pedri came off the bench. So the fact that Olmo didn't really do too much from, as far as, Serbia it was. Yeah, Serbia away. I'd have to think Pedri started this one, but it's really tough to actually gauge. Manager came out and said Yamal was like a little bit injured and he started. So I don't know. And Rodri's not suspended anymore. So
interesting. I've just went and looked at it's the exact same team as what played Serbia, except for Pedri for Olmo. Otherwise, that's the exact same team that played. So maybe
Rodri didn't start; he was suspended.
On Rodri, who else? Yeah. Oh, it was Fabian Ruiz and Zubimendi, of course. Yeah,
you'd have to think Rodri comes in, but obviously he hasn't even played for City, is he? So I don't know.
I was thinking the same about Fabian Ruiz. I don't think he's played for Paris yet.
Yeah, good point. I don't think he started either. Yeah, you're right.
So it's a funny one. But yeah, Spain, you kind of know what you get from them, and if you can predict a team, it's just about catching those decisives because they'll get them.
Yeah.
Although Switzerland, yeah,
they're no mugs, are they? Like, it's not an easy game. Well, it's clearly not easy, but like as far as like predicting decisives, I think it's tough, man. Like, even if I think Pedri starts, I still think it's pretty tough to like foresee big decisives. See, if anyone's going to get him, it's probably Yamal, isn't it?
Yeah. Yamal's the man.
Yamal's the man.
And we get Greece, Finland. Someone's asking us if you should put Gluck in. He's got a double game week, so if you playing under 23s or you think he's your man, then I'd probably go for him. Rodri a banker. That's what we're just kind of chasing up to now. So there you go.
Gluck, like Israel's fixtures not coming up anywhere is the issue. Like I have the same issue myself. So like on Sorare data, it doesn't come up as in like for him. Like Israel players basically aren't showing up. So it's obviously an Opta issue. I'm going to risk it. Like I think, if he's starting in the game, like there's no way they won't score him, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
Even if it says no game, So I'm risking it. I think it should be fine, but who knows with Opta these days?
Yeah. So it's a bit of the jeopardy you run with some of the more rural countries, as it were. If they've got the coverage and all the rest of it. I was just going to say at this point as well, guys, of course, all the predicted lineups we do come from Predictorfy, predictorfy.com. If you sign up there and use code Quinny Harry, you get a wee cheeky discount. You will be in the mix for a wee mystery shirt, and also supports all the content here on the channel. So if you go and get the all-star package or the all-region package, whatever it is, you get predicted lineups for all the teams every game week. Keep yourself on top of your squad building, as well as support the content here on the channel and support a good project, run by Sorare scouts and managers from all over the world, and the demise of Play Harper, or whatever we called it. So, yeah, the next one I've got up here is Greece Finland from Predictorfy. And this is quite a strong Greece team on paper in terms of SO5 players. Bakasetas, Pavlidis, Tizolis, Simikas, even the left back, Mavropanos, the centre back. There's a stack here.
Yeah, 100% there is. Might be a couple of blue X's in there. I think Basakeses, or whatever his name is, I think he plays in Greece now.
Yeah, I think he's back.
But yeah, no, some good players here, man. Really good. See all this.
Taking on Finland.
I like it. Finland. That Joe Pompliano, whatever his name is, he always scores internationally. Like, he is.
Did you see Joe Pompliano?
I think it looks like that. I can't see it from here. Paul Gianpaolo, is it? I can't see. It's so small. For Gianpaolo, is it?
Yeah, I'm 99% sure, but you just said Joe Pompliano.
Oh yeah, he's Twitter guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mate, the text is so small I can't even fucking see it.
I know, of course. It just made me laugh. That's all. But yeah, he loves a goal in a game like this. Who's that?
Pookie, 60%.
Yeah, Pookie in behind one of these guys, maybe super subbing it. Robin Lod in midfield, Glenn Camara in midfield, Hradecki in goals.
Yeah.
Okay, wee outfit, eh?
Yeah, not bad. There's definitely a goal in that for them.
And then we get Croatia and Poland. Croatia, Poland. Updated a few hours ago, so this is hot off the presses, guys. This is the Croatia expected lineup. Matanovic up front alongside Kramaric. Baturina staying in midfield. I think I've seen that recently somewhere for maybe they played midweek or something. Jakic on the right. Modric and Kovacic for the old times. The rest of the team kind of picks itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, they played yesterday, so I think it is the same team. Baturina definitely started yesterday, as did Modric and Kova. Did Budimir play yesterday? I'm not too sure, but yeah, they obviously didn't beat Portugal. Did they play a back three yesterday? Let me have a look.
And this is the Poland team. Swiderski coming into this one. Sills is coming into this one as well. Bednarek. I think the defense has all changed. They're expecting Skorupski in for this one over Bulka, which will be good for me. At least get one game out of him.
I'm just looking now. Yeah, Pongrantic or whatever. He played central of the defense, and then Pasalic played up front with Kramaric. Yeah, there's a couple of changes there expected.
Yeah, should be a good one. Two even-ish sides. I think Croatia have got the more quality, but when it actually comes to playing football on the pitch, there won't be much between them, I don't think. We're going to miss out Armenia and Latvia. We've looked at France once. I don't think we looked at France-Belgium, but did we? Or did we? Oh, we did.
No, it's the second game, but I
think we did look at that already.
Denmark played yesterday, I think.
They did. Joachim Andersen got a last man tackle or a clearance off the line or something. Denmark are playing, is it Serbia this time? Yeah, they are. So this is the Denmark team. Grønnebeck is straight in. Skov Olsen and Wind complete the attack. Midfield of Eriksson, Hjomland and Højbjerg. Back four pretty solid and reliable. Kasper Schmeichel in goals. Tidy.
Yeah, solid enough, isn't it? Skov Olsen came off the bench yesterday and got 2 DAs, I think.
Nice.
So that was pretty fun for him.
And they're playing Serbia, who, I don't know if it's a new look team, but no Mitrovic, no SMS. I'm trying to think of for someone else. Maybe missing in defence here. So I don't think this guy's a regular. But yeah, some consistency here with the likes of Ilic, Lukic, Zivkovic. These guys have been in squads forever. Costa, the right back for Aston Villa, looks to be getting in the team here as well.
Oh, yeah. He's decent enough.
Yeah. Zivkovic is one of those blue X's you can get that has good international utility. You know, like he plays all the time for Serbia and is quite an attacking player. I don't think his scores are that great. Samardzic comes in as well. Luka Jovic is still playing football, would you believe? And Rakovic, despite moving abroad, keeping the spot over Vanya.
Yeah. Lad is saying in the chat, Odegaard does start with the Norway team being released. So good news for Martin holders.
Yeah. Moldova, Malta, I think we'll skip that. Luxembourg, Belarus, I think we'll skip that. Ukraine, Albania, let's have a peek at that. So we've got a few Ukrainian cards. I think some Albanians as well. Albania, obviously one of the surprise packages this summer. This is a Ukraine team expected to line up against them. I think all these guys are, except for the right back and Brazko. I think we've seen all these guys feature quite consistently. No Saganikov and no Dovbike, but does jump out at you.
Yeah, I thought he was predicted
either.
I thought he was predicted elsewhere. Yeah, I mean, there's conflicting. I mean, yeah, it's so tough to get these international games right, you know.
Updated 10 minutes ago, this was, or 20.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought Saganikov was going to play personally, but because I don't think he's not fit.
Mm-hmm. I think it's 2 games, maybe, Ukraine.
They play next midweek, yeah, but.
And this is the Albania team they'll be up against. Handy enough. There's enough guys who've got cards, wee players, you know. Ukraine weren't that great in the Euros, although they've got way better players. They were like pretty meh, weren't they? So
they really were.
You expect Ukraine to wipe them here, but if Albania did another shock, again, I don't think it would be a shock at that point.
No, definitely not.
After the Euros they had, so. And that kind of rounds us out with Europe. It just looks like, I see Austria there. Let's put Austria.
Yeah, Austria have a double game week, to be fair.
Austria playing Slovenia, so we've got the second shown for Slovenia here. No Lobotka, the second. No, Lobotka is the other nation, I think, isn't he? Sorry.
Yeah.
Here's the Austria team.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Sabica.
Big Sabi.
Yeah, it's decent enough.
Excellent. And then have we gone to South America then?
Yeah, there's only a couple, like four or so games, I think, in South America. Brazil
and Ecuador is on the screen for us now. Luis Enrique, the boy of Betis, went back home. He's on to start. Eat your cake there. Rodrigo, Vinny out wide, Paqueta, Andre, I think that's a guy that's just went to Wolves, and Bruno Guimaraes, a full Premier League midfield in there. Guilherme, Marquinhos, Gabriel, and Danilo, the back 4. Alisson Becker in goals. Really strong Brazil team. Maybe Endrick gets some minutes as well, they reckon.
Militao got injured in training, so.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Gabriel actually Marquinhos, I think, comes in, or one of the two.
And then for Ecuador, we've got Ener Valencia, we've got John Yeboah, Carlos Cuerzo, who looks to be an MLS guy, Sarmiento of Brighton, Moises Caicedo, Alan Franco, is that meant to be? From Charlotte?
Yeah, I think it is.
William Paco, Felix Torres, that would be Nkapi. It's translated to emphasis here.
Piero Emphasis. What a player.
Don't know the goalkeeper. Not a bad wee Ecuador team. That way to Brazil is probably too much for them, isn't it?
Tough, yeah. But I watched Brazil in the Copa America. Like they're not that convincing. They're really not. Like they look good on paper, but I promise you, it didn't click at all.
Fair enough. Uruguay at home to Paraguay. Luis Suarez still getting caps. Love that.
Yeah, I don't know,
probably the weakest defense we've seen for Uruguay ever.
Yeah. Well, when I watched them in Copa, they had Nandez. They didn't have the other 3 though. That's a completely different defensive structure. I think they had the guy from Napoli playing. I can't think of his name. Left-footed guy. Oliveira played.
No, Araujo.
Right back. Araujo, of course, played. Got injured, and then left back. I can't remember exactly who it was. It might have been the guy from Flamengo.
The Arrasqueta, whatever his name is.
He's at number 10. He is.
Oh, sorry.
From
Vinya?
Vinya, yeah, it might be. Yeah, it is. You're right. It was Vinya. It was. But like, yeah, no De La Cruz. It looks like here. Maxi Araujo did play in that situation. I don't know where Darwin is though. Is Darwin like? I know he's not playing for Liverpool, but he got suspended, didn't he? I was actually at that game where he's fighting the fans.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
He must have got suspended for that. I didn't actually see the outcome, but I'm sure he did because he was throwing haymakers. None of them landed, but
the Darwin way.
Yeah, shock.
And this is the team that'll be playing from Paraguay. No Almiron. But otherwise, the other guys, Enciso, Alderte, Balbuena, Alonso.
Decent team. Like, it's actually not that bad.
It's okay, isn't it?
They have a striker as well. There was, no, maybe it's a different nation, but in Copa America, he played for LDU. He was a really good player. It's not that Peter, unless it's someone else I'm thinking of. But I mean, there's 2 Premier League forwards in that front 3 there.
Yeah.
Ramon Sosa signed for Forest.
And this is Peru versus Colombia. The Peru team's on screen for us at the moment. Galese, Callens, Zambrano, Miguel Araujo, Luis Advincula, made in Champion America.
If that's not a fighting special defense, I don't know what is.
That is, by the way. Advincula,
if you're not playing South America boys in that, like if you're not playing your South America lads in fighting special, you're just doing it wrong.
Cartagena, Renato Tapia is great for a yellow card. He loves it. I don't know Pena, Lopez, Lapadula, or Varela, but
yeah.
And they're playing Colombia, who have got newly carded, newly minted James in the number 10, John Cordoba in attack, Luis Diaz living his best life on the wing. And the defense is good. This is probably one of the best defenses we've seen in South America, or maybe even in the show so far. Lucime, Cuesta, Munoz, Mojica, Vargas. That's like a really good unit there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were great. They were my favorite team to watch in Copa. That Richard Rios, loved watching him play. So good.
Oh yeah,
he's class. Plays for Palmeiras. He's been rumored to go everywhere basically, but he is unreal.
Oh yeah, I think I have seen. I did see rumors. I didn't know him, but that makes sense now.
Yeah,
we do have an Asian qualifier here. We'll just put it on screen. Australia versus Indonesia. In case any of you have got some of the Aussies, because there's a few cards here, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. They had a surprise loss. They lost to Bahrain this midweek, Quinny, Australia. Harry Suter own goal in the 90th minute. Yeah.
And Eden, the name of the site is Predictorfy or Predictorfy. It's just up here. It's very tiny.
Left, yeah.
Keep telling them to make it bigger, but there you go. Predictorfy. If you sign up and you use code Quinny Harry, all one word, you'll get a discount on the all region package, and you'll also be in the mix for a mystery jersey if you go and sign up for that. But yeah, there you go. I think that's it for internationals. Friendlies. We're not really covering friendlies, are we? SO5 wise.
No, that's it for the sort of outside of Europe games. It's just MLS and La Liga 2 basically.
Excellent. So let's just jump to MLS. There's only a few games to go through, so we can just kind of go through them as we've got them. But we've got Columbus Crew home to Seattle Sounders. 2 strong teams traditionally. Obviously, some of the guys will be away on international duty, which maybe flavours the rotations that you see here. But still got a Rossi, still got a Christian Ramirez in attack at the very least. Rudy Camacho. And then it's a backup goalkeeper.
It's actually a backup goalkeeper. He's
double backup?
Third. Yeah. Like Bush is injured. You've got like Hagen, Bush. No, I think he's 4th. Hagen, Bush, and Scholter. They're all gone. Like Hagen plays for his own national team. Scholter's playing for like USA, whatever, and then Bush is injured. They actually traded that Romero in actually from LA, one of the LAs.
Oh, the Romero El Salvador kid.
Mm-hmm.
See, for some reason he was showing up in NYC's squad on Sorare.
Oh no, yeah, that's a different one. That guy's called like Abraham. Yeah, I own the card that you're on about. If it's the New York guy, yeah, he's like second string for El Salvador. Has played games, but I think he's lost the actual starting spot. But no Fry for Seattle. He had a concussion and like 10 stitches. So that's not ideal for Fry owners.
Seattle probably quite buzzing playing the 4th choice keeper.
Yeah, there's definitely worse keepers to be playing, but I don't know. Tough game away from home.
Yeah, Crew are still one of the best to go, aren't they?
Yeah.
Then we've got New England versus St. Louis. Carlos Hila's in town. Ivacic in goals. Anything else? Dylan Barrero on the wing. Parks and Holster still holding firm. Veroni in attack. Nick Lima.
Yeah, solid enough. Carlos Hila's back and firing.
And they're playing St. Louis, who have got Hartel still in the team. Lowen, Durkin. This team's kind of gone up a wee level now, isn't it? With some of these guys coming back in and all playing together.
Definitely, yeah. There's definitely way more firepower now. In that sort of from 5-6, it's definitely St. Louis have improved, I think, over the last couple of weeks, big time.
So yeah, that could be a good one for St. Louis stackers to be building up to. Then we've got the Red Bulls at home to Kansas. The Red Bull team is on screen. They're also losing some guys to international utility. Forsberg is still MIA.
Yeah.
But yeah, second choice keeper, a few second choice outfielders.
Yeah, not the strongest of teams. No Morgan, no Forsberg, like you said. No goalie as well. So they've lost a couple of big boys there.
I think Kansas is probably the most full strength I've seen them in a while. Russell, Pulido, and Saloy in front of Tommy.
Yeah, I can't remember seeing that front four before, like for a while, genuinely.
So that could be decent, by the way. Kyrie Shelton's still playing right back.
Mental.
And I heard someone, I can't remember who it was, but I heard someone on some Sorare content this week saying they would wish Tim Melia would just retire already. And I thought, what blasphemy. What blasphemy.
And he's in the chat. If you want to call him out, Quinny, he's in the chat.
Tim Melia is a playoff legend. I'll have you know. MLS anyway. Who was it? Do you remember? Did you hear it?
It was Parrot, I think, on
it was Parrot.
Double. Yeah.
Is that what it was? A double show, of course. But yeah, Tim Melia is a living legend, and he'll play every game of football that he wants to, and that's just the way it is. We've then got Chicago Fire. They're at home to DC United, and yeah, their teams kind of look the same to me the last couple of times we've seen it. Kuipers, Gutierrez, Jimenez and Acosta, Gutman. A few guys here that can play SO5.
This might be the worst MLS game you could ever watch. Chicago versus DC.
I would definitely go along with that. Well, for me, that image you've got in your head, recent history is not the case, right? But for me, the most boring team to watch or be associated in an MLS game used to be Philly. Like until recently, like Philly have obviously been good for about 3 or 4 years now. But before that, Philly were like abysmal every year, kind of the same way we look at the Fire in DC, if you get me. But yeah, obviously times have changed for them. Benteke is still here for DC. Pedro Santos in at left back. Click still in midfield. Dominic Badgie, fine. Houston at home to LA.
Yeah, this is the fixture. Someone said it in the chat, Rico man. Like Houston haven't really lost anyone as far as like internationals go, and then LA have basically been decimated. So at home as well. I know they've got Giroud still and whatever. Like it's not a terrible team, but like no Bouanga, no Bogusz. 2 massive players for them, obviously, and
yeah,
it could be Houston stacks to the moon.
Kai Kamara and Giroud up front is just like they're begging for tap-ins, aren't they? So they need the rest of the team to be doing overtime.
Big time. Big time.
And then the final MLS game we've got is the Whitecaps at home to Dallas. Obviously no Gold, no Pedro Vite either at a glance.
Yeah, no
Armstrong not quite ready for the debut
as well.
Fafa Pico, yep.
Yeah, away with Haiti, I think. So missing a couple of big boys there. But I don't think Dallas are up to much right now. Still waiting for Velasco to firmly come back.
Sebastian Lletget and Ira Mendy is the midfield pairing of dreams, Harry. What are you talking about? Dallas are up to all of it now.
Apparently. I own half their team and they don't seem to be doing much to me for me. So actually, yeah, I have a confession. I did buy a Jimmy Mauer in-season rare goalkeeper card yesterday for £7 because I had the outfielders to kind of play an in-season team if I had a goalie. So yeah, up to Dallas this weekend.
Aye, fair play. We're up to 59 likes, guys. We need to get to 67 before Sorare will give us all that good luck that we need for the boxes we're going to open tonight. And you need your RNG luck right in to avoid those DNPs for this weekend. So we're at 50, we're at 60 now. So thanks very much. We need to get to 67 before we can start to think about having good luck this weekend. And yeah, that closes it out for MLS. I think the other one we had was in contender. We've got some La Liga 2. Don't know if I want to click through them all. How long we got? We've got the time, I suppose. We'll just kind of fire through them. I don't know if I can talk on the teams or anything, but Racing Santander is on screen. Inigo Vicente. Tenerife on screen. And yeah, if you're in La Liga 2, maybe just keep your peepers on the screen. Harry, what's your big hopes for this weekend?
I've got a couple of in-season challenger lineups. I've got it's in-season challenger rare, and I've got 3 under 23 rare lineups going out. So those 5, I would say, is like my bigger hopes. I'm just trying to remember now. I've got an international spec. Yeah, I've got like 5 or 6 teams I can be quite sort of happy about going out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And maybe a fighting special if Danny Ward does play one of the 2 or if not both games. So I've actually got quite a bit going on, to be fair.
Santi Cazorla, 60% on the start, if any of you hold him still. That sounds good, mate. Nice amount of teams for internationals. We don't normally get that volume in these breaks, do we?
Yeah, the fact that Brady's playing helps me put out that 3rd under 23 team. If it wasn't for him, then yeah, it'd only be 2 with Bart and Trubin. But yeah, no under 23 super rare goalie kills it a little bit for me. Have I been left in the dark by Quinny, or am I?
Sorry for that, everyone.
We're back.
Yep. We glitched out there, but we're back. And we're still going through the predicted lineups in La Liga 2. If you've missed a team that you like, just scroll back a wee bit. I'm putting them all on screen just as me and Harry are chatting it through before we get into some deadline drama. But yeah, Harry, you were saying thanks to the Brady.
Yeah, Brady allows me to play that third under 23 lineup. And like I said to you, I'm trying to emulate yourself and get a couple more into Division 1 in rare. So yeah, hopefully we can get that cooking over the weekend, and then sort of sets me up then, doesn't it, for like next weekend when actual football's back.
Is there anything worse than getting relegated in an international break?
Yeah, that can't happen. I can't put that on my CV, can I? Jesus.
Definitely not.
Mike, no, there is Bart. I mean, like, I'm playing my Bart. I don't know how you how I pronounced it, but yeah. Yeah, Bart's in, I think.
Yeah, we've almost finished up with La Liga 2, and then we'll get into some deadline drama. 2 games left to go to show you guys on screen here. And yeah, I've not seen too many things that have caught the eye on this anyway. So if these have got the players, good luck to you. And yeah, La Liga 2. There we go. Is that your teams there, Harry Boy? You're not putting them on to Sorare yet?
No, not yet. Too early for that.
Too early for that.
Way too early for that.
54 minutes to go.
Yeah, still tackling, still sort of tinkering maybe in places, but yeah, I'm purposely relegating my super rare team because I want to. To get a little D3 out, so then I've got D1, D2, D3 for the weekend. If I want to play D3 then. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Obviously, yeah, limited MLS fixtures, so only so much you can do. Lots of aways, though, for me here, which is obviously not ideal. This is the main lineup, though. Bart, Tolkien, Palestri, Vinny, Rodrigo. Second team, if they decide to play or allow us to play Gluch, then that one kind of works. Little Ukraine defensive stack. And I did go out and buy an international nights out field contingency. I think I paid £6 for Ben Davis. Ooh. Same for Harry Wilson. £6 for Grant Leon Ranos, who plays for Armenia. and then this Ratu, however you pronounce it, he's got a double game week. So 3 of those have double game weeks. Cost obviously doesn't. So yeah, I've got a little international nights special going out. I don't think it'll do much, but when you spend 30 quid, you can kind of absorb that. Like it's not as if I'm buying Haalands and Mbappes and stuff. Like whatever, if it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. I already own Ben Davis, Ramos, and Wilson, like classic. I've just bought the in season, so it's pretty fun. Fight is special. Again, see what happens. See if I can be as lucky as PSU. And then this is the last of the under 23 teams. A couple of double game weeks in there, so both slight tough fixture. Who else am I? Who am I missing? Alanga. I've got Alanga and then Ciso, Jesus Ferreira. Sort of missing out. I want to play Alanga somewhere, but he got subbed at 45th minute yesterday, and then they went on to win the game, and I'm a bit worried that means that he probably doesn't start this one.
Yeah.
So Zaire Emery has to be left out in case he doesn't get minutes. But yeah, I do need to do my training though.
See, my problem's the opposite. I've did my training, but now I've just deleted some teams after seeing some of the predicted lineups and stuff. So I don't think I'm going to touch the All-Star stuff I've got going out because it's probably fine enough. Maybe I'll take gold out at the last minute, but I'm quite tempted. I've got, if Scoopsy's going to play, then maybe try this fighting thing. Since we're all living off of Sean's fumes of
100%.
I don't know. It is fighting, isn't it? I need bookings. Right, Harry, I've got 3 striker choices. Saganikov, Devikas, and Oyarzabal. None of them are on at start, as it stands now.
I'd say Saganikov, personally. I think he plays. Yeah.
Christie against Portugal or Joe Roca in La Liga 2. Christie get booked. Did Christie get booked?
Yeah.
No, he didn't. But he could. Yeah, maybe just take Christie. I just don't think they'll score well, so they really need these bookings to jack them up.
100%.
Whereas this Roca guy can maybe get a wee bit. Just gets a wee jammy yellow card. I'm tempted to play the Roca, actually. I think I'll do that. Girona vibes, eh?
I mean, yes, football heritage for you, that.
Captain McGinn. And then you'd have a better shout than Gold in this. Zubimendi's not on to play. Limer? I could play Limer. 2 games.
Yeah, that works.
Using our lineup. Do we have anyone better? Olmo, you reckon, is dicey as well, eh? He's on 50-50 with Pedri.
Yeah, he'll definitely play minutes. I'd be shocked if he didn't get any minutes at all.
So I might play Olmo in here then and captain him. And then I might play Limer up a level because I didn't realise I had Limer in some decent spots. Chanot. Yeah, I don't think any of these other guys were really on to play. Ralston? Oh, Ralston's great for the fighting thing, by the way.
Yeah, that definitely could work. 100%.
I'll put Limer into this one. Maybe captain because he's on a DGW. Who's playing Slovenia and Austria. 2 games for Openda. Not that great. Guardiola, Wirtz. I might just take Limer on the double game week captain. And then I'm going to try and get a fighting rare team in, and I think that might be me because I think the last goalkeeper I've got is at Vasilj. And I thought he would play, but obviously he's not going to. We don't think Scales is on to start for certain. Oh yeah, we want Ralston. So we've got a 12.5% Ralston. Let's get him in. He's going to get booked. And then in midfield, I don't have any set starters here. Unless we've got someone in training. We could play Gold, just because it's Gold. Yeah, I've just probably put gold on. And then in attack, we can play Falcao. And then final man. I kind of want to play Chanot, because I think if he's not playing for LA, he's going to be playing for Luxembourg, surely.
Mm-hmm.
And he loves a booking as much as the good stuff. Let's put Chanot in. The gold makes me worried. I know the goalkeeper's shite anyway, not going to play, but it's Captain Chanot, internationals, that's what you do. I'm quite chuffed with this.
Yeah, I'm in an R in whether or not to fit a Langer in somewhere, but can't seem to bring myself to.
Fist bumps.
What's going on, mate?
I see your screen, Harry boy. You can fill us out with what you're finishing up with.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if a Langer fits into either this under 23 or this under 23 team, basically, as obviously a forward. Like you've got Gluch double game week here, which is quite helpful. Whether he plays both is obviously quite tough to know. But yeah, I'm not like in love with the Diego Gomez fixture, even though I think he could get quite a few tackles and stuff because that's kind of his game.
Yeah.
But then like Alanga's playing at home to Estonia, like it's literally the best matchup of the game week. Do you know what I mean? So it's like got to fit him in somewhere realistically, but like Brennan double game week, does he get over Brennan double game week? Maybe, honestly. Like
it's a tough one.
And like Szoboszlai, really tough game against Germany. I think that's the one. Either get rid of Pedri or Szoboszlai and play Elanga somewhere down here. But like Szoboszlai, you just never know, do you? He's on sets and you just don't know with that one. It makes me want to do that. But then at best case, does Pedri play 90 minutes? No.
Nah.
He probably plays 70 at best. He is key to that team, but does key to that team equal good scores, Mike, is the issue, right? Because like away to Germany, we've seen it in the Euros, like it's just not easy to play against that team. It doesn't matter how key you are. Like
he didn't really do anything in Scotland, so obviously.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like he hasn't. I know he's been good for Liverpool. Like that's the difference now. Like he has started the season really well. So that's makes me feel like you could probably get away with him somewhere, but like does Szoboszlai away to Germany outscore Pedri away to Switzerland? It's probably not, but the fact that he does have set pieces does make me think like, he could get a little bit of AA from that where Pedri wouldn't, even though Pedri will probably get it from, more sort of final third passes and stuff. I don't think it's much in it though, between that Pedri and Szoboszlai.
It's very tight. I think Szoboszlai would edge it for me on minutes and corners and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And Ciso mine does take sets for Paraguay, so that is actually a tough one. Like those two there, Szoboszlai and Ciso are almost identical as far as like matchups go. They both do the same thing in a weird way for their team. I think I would edge in Ciso though, because like Uruguay, I know they're good, but they're not the same. We looked at that, Quinny, didn't we? Defensively, they're not the same. So I wouldn't be surprised if Paraguay actually do a little bit there. Whereas like Hungary away to Germany, man, like let's be real. Like it's going to be very tough to see a DA, isn't it?
Yeah.
For Sob. That's the issue there. Well, I actually can see in Ciso potentially getting some sort of DA. And I'm saying that as if like I'm playing him because I'm not. But like if those are your options, Szoboszlai or Enciso, I think I would actually say Enciso. But
Uruguay is the equivalent of Germany in America's football. Kinda, I suppose.
Not really. Sorry, but no.
Who else would it be? If you were to say who's the Germany of South America?
It's not Uruguay, is it? Let's be real. It's probably like Colombia right now.
Colombia.
Uruguay aren't on top. Like if you look at that 11, like it's not their starting 11 that normally plays defensively. You know, maybe when they're all fit, yeah, it is a good team. I don't think that. I don't know. I'd equivalent a Germany to like a Colombia right now, personally. But the thing is, there's not many South American teams, like, you know what I'm saying, outside of Brazil
4 or
and
5
obviously Arge. Yeah, where like there's a lot more of those in Europe, like your Germanys, your whoever's. So, I don't know. I think I've got to fit Elanga in. But does Brennan deserve to play for me? Do I trust Brennan tonight? 2 games Brennan, as well. It's 2 games.
The double game week's helpful, but how many goals are you going to get over the 2 games for Wales? 3, 2, 1?
Yeah, Jesus. Minimal, put it that way. Minimal. Like, do we score at home to Turkey? You'd hopefully see a goal at least, maybe 2. But I'm not holding my breath. Good thing with Brennan.
Montenegro 0 or 1, maybe.
Yeah, that's where you're hoping for that cheeky little away win, away to Montenegro. But I still don't think he's. Jesus, I don't know. I think it's dicey. You know what? I definitely think Elanga comes in here, and then that might not even change anything. But it's basically, does Szoboszlai outscore a double Brennan game week, and then Ciso?
What about Jesus Ferreira? Not fancy him?
Well, he hasn't started yet, is my worry. You know, like he's played 29 minutes, 28 minutes away to the Whitecaps. Like it's not, if it was at home, I'd be a little bit more, less reluctant to play him, but it's a tough one.
Thanks to Tom on the Chanot being suspended. I've got him swapped out of teams now and stuff, so thank you very much for that.
Nice. I think we'll struggle against Turkey. Yeah, I don't see it being easy at all, Ben. Obviously, yeah, first game is going to be tough. But for what Bellamy's saying and stuff, it does seem like he wants to play sort of attacking football. And Kieran, I think Saganikov will play. Yeah, Mike, you know what? I'll come with you with the NC. So I'll root for him for us together. Let's do that. Is Szoboszlai a better play than Pedri? That's my only last contemplation, I think.
I think if Spain score when Pedri's on the pitch, he's got such a high chance of being in the mix of it.
Right, 100%. The issue is, we don't even know if he definitely starts. Is that, you know, like the fact that Olmo didn't do, like the team didn't do much yesterday, makes me think that he would. Yeah, I agree with you, Mike. I agree with you. I think if any, like a best case, Pedri gets 70 minutes. So is Pedri 70 minutes better than Szoboszlai's 90? I don't know.
The problem I've got with this is against Switzerland, I would never be backing someone to get a decisive, like a goal or an assist. But there is no Sommer, there is no Schär, there is no Xhaka, there is no Shaqiri. Like it's a different Switzerland. I don't know, but Xhaka's just suspended or whatever, but he's still not playing, you know.
Agree. Yeah.
So it's a weird one, man. Because Switzerland are normally a team I would say avoid, you know, getting a goal from them if you can with somebody else. But that might be optimal, actually. You know, that it's Kobel and goals and there's no Schär and maybe a bit more of a rinse factor for Spain.
100%. Yeah. Do I foresee I don't know. Like, I don't see Szoboszlai getting a DA, unfortunately. He might get 20 AA at best, I think, if I'm being completely brutally honest with it. Whereas, like, I think Pedri has that, like, in a game like this, in 70 minutes, I think he could do at least 25 AA with, like, that sprinkle of, like, Spain could win this 2-0. Yeah. You just got to hope that he's involved in one of those two. Not very likely, but, you know, I think he's more likely to get a DA than Szoboszlai, even though he's not on set pieces.
Battle stations for you, Harry boy.
I mean, I've got 39 minutes.
And for everyone else, it's reliant on the old El Boton.
Down, is it? Ooh, that's fine. I've only got like 6 lineups that matter. I'll be asking Laird for my refund. I'm
Full
asking him right now.
and complete refund to every customer.
See what Laird's got now as the excuse.
How did Spain do against Serbia? It was 0-0, wasn't it?
0-0, yeah.
I've still got it here on screen. This is the Spain team from last night or the night before, whenever it was. Oh, Yarazabal off the bench for 33 minutes. Is he safer than Sigarikov is what I'm wondering.
Oh, Hat Legend says it worked. Maybe Sorare Monkey spreading fake news there.
Monkeys try to put some panic into the dance floor.
Shocking. Do I need to take the risk on Pedri? Is the question.
If you think it's a risk, that does spoil the milk for me. You've got certainties elsewhere, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's most like this happened to me a few weeks ago I ended up going with Pedri and it worked. Do you remember that little La Liga midweek, the one that you won the Super Air in?
Yeah,
it was Pedri or Modric for me. Like that was the toss up. And even though like it wasn't as if Pedri wouldn't play compared to this scenario, but it was more like, you know, obviously Real Madrid, you'd like to think they're going to dominate Las Palmas. They didn't really do that. And then Pedri ended up scoring like 80, 90 points. I ended up getting it right. But yeah. You know what? I'm going to actually make a U-turn, lads. I'm going to Boatslide.
Just get the guaranteed player.
How did Sobo score? I don't think he scored great, Jack. Probably like 10, 12 AA.
Let's have a peek.
I remember the game a little bit. It was in the Euros, obviously. So different settings, like less pressure. He wasn't in form. No, it wasn't even that. Yeah, I remember he had like 2 free kicks and they both hit. I think, have a look if he had 2 shots on target or maybe 1. I know Neuer saved a couple of... Yeah, he had 1 in the end. He had a couple of good free kicks in that game. Matt Harrison, Pascal Gross will definitely play. I'd be shocked if he didn't.
He did get booked.
Did get booked, yeah. But that was a frustrating game for them and Euros. I don't think you can actually read into Euros at all, to be honest.
Tournament setting and all that.
Yeah, it's just different, isn't it? It's different. And he was out of form, let's be real. Like, he didn't have a good season at all. Like, if he's still high off this start of the season for Liverpool, then I think it could be a decent play, to be honest. The only thing I might change, Quinny, what do you think? Shall I put Diego Gomez and Enciso in the same lineup for Paraguayan power? This happened at the Olympics for me, and they both absolutely smashed. I'm tempted to basically move Elanga up here with Rodrigo and then have Diego Gomez and Enciso together. I think I'm going to do that.
But if you move Elanga up there, into that team, sorry, I was looking at the other one. I had Vinny and Rodrigo in it.
So just basically that.
Power that team up even more.
Yeah. And then go and Enciso. Keep the Paraguayan boys together, basically. I lose the captain. Yeah, I don't mind it. It's the third team, although I obviously really wanted to get promoted. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, I think I'm good to go, to be honest. There's not really too much else I can contemplate. Velasco should get minutes off the bench, but I could go Owen Beck double game week if I think, is he going to get minutes? I don't think he does, you know. I really don't.
I wouldn't risk it for a biscuit.
Yeah, I mean, that lineup could actually get relegated, which I don't really care too much about because it's the third under 23 lineup that I don't even use week to week. So, yeah, I think I'm done. I just need to do training. Should we see if the button works?
El Baton.
Finalize. Come on then. Let's watch the button do its thing.
First time I've seen this.
Is it really?
Aye. It's quite cool.
Like it'll come up with like an X here if like one of them didn't work type of thing. Do a quick little refresh. And we are in.
So the Ukraine updated lineup on, I think we get done 40 minutes ago. Saganikov still not in the reckoning. I'm tempted to bin him for Roy Razabal for the security of at least the sub appearance, you know. But Saganikov should come off the bench at the minimum, eh?
Yeah, he probably should. I've got so many options. I don't need to really take the risk. But this Bulker's not going to start anyway, so this doesn't matter at all, to be honest. And it's All-Star. The scores are going to be absolutely mental, aren't they?
Probably.
Some people are after my Guruzeta.
Gorka.
Yeah. Ooh, people are in the market for Nicholas Madsen. Okay. What have we got going on? I do need to do training. Ooh, Colombia played tonight.
Frimpong wasn't on for Holland, was he?
I don't think so. No, I could be wrong though.
No, he isn't. It's Denzel. I wish Scales was playing.
What's the boxes here then? So top 25% will get boxes in D2 super rare. So there's 45 in here. So top war 11, 12. Get a box.
Yeah.
I don't think. I think there's too many super rare goalies that are going to be playing. So I'm probably going to be out of it there. Is double captaincy Rodrigo a bit risky? Yes. Do I care?
No.
Probably not. Probably not. He should be on set pieces for Brazil there. And then, yeah, I guess it's just training. Should have done it on Sorare data, but who cares? We've got time to spare.
Time to kill. International break's never really that taxing on EO deadline show, is it?
No. Could be a lot worse, couldn't it? I used to hate international breaks, Quinny, I think. Not hate. I didn't look forward to them, but I actually look forward to them for like not the wrong reason, but for like a different reason. Not from like a I can't wait to play my player standpoint. It's more I can't wait for my players to like not play and just rest up. Like I think Leighton Clarkson has been injured all season so far, and like he should be back after the international break. Like I've got a few situations there where I'm just actually excited to see where my players are going to be playing after the international break rather than like what they're doing over it. So that's where I'm at.
I'm the same with a few of my boys as well.
Yeah.
Good time for the guys that have just transferred to get integrated and
definitely
all that kind of stuff as well. So I'm with you.
How do I have
training
lineups? Yeah, you have to buy the mat in the store, I believe. So if you go here,
you probably can't do it anymore if you've not got coins.
True, yeah. Like I still haven't bought this one. But
I wish I bought the fourth one and I didn't waste money on stuff before coins went extinct.
I know they've kind of sneaked that one away, hasn't they? Like there was no announcement of them sneaking them away, was there? Or did I miss that?
I don't think so. I think they're actually going to be on the channel next week. We're going to have the Sorare product team. We're going to have 2 members on a live stream on the channel here, Quinny 3001. Next week, I've asked the channel members to submit some questions and whatnot. I'll try and get some questions together. And I'll keep you posted on what day of the week it is. Obviously, if there's any live chat questions, we'll kind of take them as they come as well. But yeah, coins was something that came up in that as well. It's like, what the fuck is happening with coins? So I don't need to worry about Oyer as well then. Duvikas and Saganikov are my only plays, and I'm taking Saganikov.
Yeah.
Oy.
Could I fit Lafise into a fighter special? Am I missing out on a fighter there? Where's my fighters? Fighting instead of Jimenez, potentially. I'm going to change that. I'm going to change that to Lafise. There's a yellow card there for every single outfielder, I'm telling you. 100%.
I have to say them on crutches, you mother fudger.
Jesus.
Oh, my forward options are getting tanked, man.
I hate forwards.
I've kind of prioritized All-Star, personally. Like, for rares, I just think I just go for it, man. Don't want any wacky rules undoing me, with my better team. But with Super Rare, I went fighting.
Okay, yeah. Have you got a Super? Oh, yeah, you'll have Skorupski on you. That's quite nice. Yeah, that is pretty nice.
But yeah, I think that's probably all she wrote, guys. Anyway, Harry's just got his training to do. We're half an hour to the deadline. The Norway team is out. Whenever we peek at that, then we'll call it a day.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at. Oh no, you had the matchups thing. How do I find it quick and easy on this?
It might be out on SD. I don't know though, but
I'm trying to get it on SD. There we go. Boom. And it is. Yeah, there we go. So we've got Norway about to take on Kazakhstan. Odegaard, Sorloth, Alan, Nusa, all the boys are there. I don't know who this Meyer is. If he wasn't in the thing. Patrick Berg's in the middle. Ryerson, Ostergaard, Nyland, who's on the bench. Jorgenstrand, Larson, Sander Berge, Forsveit. Don't know anyone else really. Jesper Dalland out of the squad, along with Solback and Christopher Ayer. So there you go.
I can't remember what I was going to say. No, less entries. Yeah.
Oh, a rivals team for Norway. That sounds fun. Yeah, I may do that.
Yeah, I'll do one of them as well.
Let's do that. I've been really bad with keeping up my activity on rivals with the whole studio move and everything else. So an easy, I say easy hoop. Let's see, but an easy win is definitely something I would welcome. Go to Ryerson. Then can you get Odegaard, Haaland, then 42 points? You can't quite, can you? Without taking this guy, Handke Olsen.
Who is there? Yeah, there's only 42 starting.
There's nobody really better. But I'd be tempted to. I need to play him.
Fade Odegaard there.
I think I would take the cheaper defender then to try 50 points. I can't quite get Nusa or Sorloth. That's tight.
I'm going Sanderberg over Odegaard and then bringing in one of the forwards next to Haaland as the extra.
Bruno Berg's on the bench.
Oh, is he?
It's Patrick Berg that's starting.
Okay, well, I'll just swap that then. No issues. Exactly the same cost.
Patrick Berg over Odegaard and then Nusa Haaland or something.
Yeah, or Sorloth Haaland.
Nah, I'm going to take the Patrick Berg as well. Can I get Ryerson? I can't. Who's their defender? Oh, I've got them all. Nice. So cheapest defender. Okay, I can do that. Captain Odegaard. And then let's go for Gegenpress and shots on goal, maybe. Joga Benito, nah. Park the bus, nah. Gegenpressing or shots on target, I think is the way to go for this.
Yeah, probably shots. Haaland's going to score 3, let's be real.
Yeah. Shots on target against Kazakhstan. Hey, wish me luck. France, Italy, and Belgium in that tonight. Top scout, buy a card from auctions. No, thank you. True captain, score more than 80 points by captain. Let's hope that Odegaard is that guy for me. But yeah. Did you get yours in, Harry?
Yeah, I'm all locked in. I've gone Nusa for Joga Benito.
Oh, very good. And you went with Ostergaard as well.
Yeah.
Nice. If you are going Joga Benito, mate, can you take out Ostergaard for Ryerson?
I think Noosa does it on his own. I'm not really too worried. I think Ostergaard just better for like a 40 AA personally, centre half. Like I don't want to risk Ryerson just becoming a fullback and just losing possession all day.
It's just, see, when I look at the team, like obviously Noosa is like a wide player and all that, but Sorloff is going to be right in with Haaland. So I think Ryerson is going to be up front, kind of.
He probably will be. Yeah, he'd be that sort of just marauding right back, right winger, won't he? But like, I just think, yeah, I'm saying I don't need it. I don't think. Like, I think Noosa does it on his own. Noosa against Kazakhstan. Never mind Haaland as well.
If you add Ostergaard, that's exactly my team. Well, I don't think I can get Ostergaard in. I think it was so tight. Anyway, I'm not rocking it. Selling Winter. This is a strong team, by the way, in under 23s. Bart, Guardiola, Wirtz, Haaland, and Saka. Eat your heart out on that one.
Yeah, what more do you want there? Wow.
Here's a good one from Smooth Boy. What's better, All-Star or fighting? His team is Coble, playing Spain. Ryerson, who we've seen in the team. Guler, playing you guys, double game week maybe as well. Sabitzer, double game week. And Malin. Are they going to get booked?
Guler.
Ryerson could get booked.
The issue is, someone said it in the chat, like, do we even think that the bookings and stuff have that much of an effect? Like, you know, the tackles and stuff, like, because tackles and interceptions are like a thing that happens every game to most players that like get them anyway. Like tripling those scores were obviously going to have a huge impact like they did. But like this one, I know it's fouls as well, but like,
I was going to say,
I just don't see it like really impacting the stats like that much. Really, I just I fail to see it. But is that lineup good enough to do something in All-Star?
Fouls and yells are worth 2 and 15. It's kind of like if you've got a defender that could do like 25 80, he's now got the potential to do like 45.
Yeah. The issue is though, like if he is getting loads of fouls, that's obviously duels lost. So like, as far as the double goes and all that stuff, it'll be quite tough, wouldn't it, to actually get like positive duels won to get the double. I know you can do it between tackles and interceptions, but like even the triple, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how. Yeah, that's what Laird says. Yeah, the yellows are so random, like ridiculously random.
Yeah, I think they'll make a difference on the leaderboard, no doubt.
They will, but 15 points, like.
Is it decisive, man?
Well, DA is 25, isn't it?
Ish, aye. But like, yeah. So the first one goes from 35 to 60, but then after that, they're only 10, aren't they?
I know, but you can't compare like the second DA yet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it feels as good as, but like if you got a yellow, you're going to see that. You're going to see that score pop.
Agree. I don't know. 3 yellows, yeah, but who's fucking hell to forecast 3 yellows out of 4 of your outfield players is good going. Because you ain't counting the keeper realistically. I know he can get a yellow, but let's be really, he's not likely to. So it's the 4 outfielders basically. I don't know. It's tough to get 75% of that right. Is ridiculous.
That's going to be hard.
Haaland scores hat-trick. Shirt off for the third.
YOLO. Haaland would need to do that to get to 100, wouldn't he?
Yeah. He probably does need the AA, doesn't he? Let's be real.
That's a good one as well from Laird. Time wasting on goalkeepers. Doubt we'll see that in this competition, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's probably all she wrote, guys. We're heading into the deadline. We're about 20 minutes there. Be sure to double check and quadruple check your teams. I've got a wee thing to open tonight. I don't know if I'll be live for it. Maybe just do a wee sneaky recording and throw it out. But it's a wee box and a wee T5. And Harry's got a wee loose end or 2 from this midweek as well. A wee T5, I think he said as well. So, should be a good one. And the thing that's international break is after this weekend, we've just got the midweek. And then we're back to normal. It's as if it never happened. We're back to what I've been calling on stuff when I've been recording the last couple of days is the business end of the season. Because as soon as we come back from this international break, the domestic fixture list is fucking hot to trot all the way to Christmas. and it's the start of the Champions League, it's the start of the Europa League and all that stuff as well. So it's going to be all hands on deck, battle stations for every Sorare club and manager. And Nicholas has already teased, next week we're going to get the card openings. And if you've seen some of the tease animation he dropped out, or Sorare dropped out, next week's going to be it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it'll be a banging of an end to the international break, I think.
Yeah, it's good timing. Decent timing, isn't it?
I think there is another break in October for like a week or something. I think there's like one match or something, but like that's still in that big run all the way to Christmas, when some leagues will stop off and do whatever for me. But yeah, it's not that big. It's not that big a break. The next one's just a wee one. I know this is a wee one too, but it's all firing through to the Christmas break from here. I've had the first couple of games, the transfer window's closed, the draws have all been done, and now it's full steam ahead. But Harry boy, good luck this weekend. Good luck with your awards tonight, mate. It's been a pleasure as always.
Yeah, all the best, mate, tonight, and yeah, hopefully we can get some yellow cards in our fighter specials.
Fingers crossed. Good luck, everyone, this weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hitting the like button. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.
Satara.